Namaste. Spiritual silence. Silence, as we have read and many people say, that silence is golden. I would say, according to my opinion, silence is the ultimate. Because in this nothingness of our universe, all that exists is silence, nothing else. The whole universe is full of dark matter and energy, which we hardly know anything about. And the existence that we perceive, say through our telescopes or space jets, etc., is temporary. All the planets, whether it's the sun, the moon, or anything else, the earth, we all come and go in this nothingness. Like the sky. The sky is eternal. So is silence, absolute, eternal. But within that sky, we have so many things appearing and disappearing. Similarly, in the universe, our ancient sages said that all that exists is Brahman. And science says all that exists is energy. So Brahman and energy are very close to each other. And energy, say, is defined as an ability, the capacity to do work. There is no such existence in energy. It's purely waves of energy, which is the substratum from which all phenomena appear and disappear. Appear and disappear. Like in the galaxy of our planets, with what perfection and precision all the planets move around. But one day they all have to go in the nothingness of this universe. What will remain? It's just pure silence. That is why I said silence is ultimate. From silence, sound emerges. And sound is in duality. You require a transmitter to transmit sound, whether physically through your mouth or through an instrument. And you require a receiver. So it's dual. Words are dual. Language is dual. Dual meaning relative to its opposites. Relative to its opposites. And in this duality is where existence is. Existing in space and time. In this spaceless, timeless universe. Within the spaceless, timeless universe. So, all phenomena, from the divine to the devil, from the sun to the planet Earth, in which life exists because of light energy, and the plants, capturing this light energy, giving out oxygen for us to breathe through its photosynthesis. Everything around us is happening in such beautiful, silently operating. So I would say silence does not necessarily mean the absence of sound. No. It also means stillness of the mind, which we are concerned about. How to quiet our chattering mind, multitasking into this and that, going into chaos, running amok. Meditation is all about silencing the mind, stilling the mind. In fact, when you still the mind, it becomes more dynamic. It becomes centralized. It becomes focused. It may become slow, but it's now focused, centralized on what it is conscious about. So silence is very much required. It's not that the sound is not required. Yes. For the material life, sound is a must. Words and languages are a must. Through those words and languages, thoughts appear. And through those thoughts, desires and emotions appear, to which we cling and attach to, which always remains unfulfilled. Silence, on the other hand, completes that. After every phenomena, there's silence, there's completion, there's fulfillment. So spirituality fulfills, and materiality is never fulfilled. Silence gives us contentment. Materiality can never give us contentment. The lust and greed wants more and more. Desires keep on demanding more and more. Our wants never cease. So, life is one big noise. Noisy and demanding. And we become silent in the material life only when we are dejected or defeated. That's not the silence I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the silence of loneliness. I'm referring to that silence of aloneness, where you are your own companion and enjoying yourself, celebrating yourself in that aloneness. Awakened. In sound, your mind gets activated. In silence, your soul gets awakened. How does it get awakened? The role of the soul is to watch and witness. Your random thoughts, your reckless thoughts, that is what is called inner perception, not inner engineering, sorry. Engineering is by the mind, not by the soul, because that requires effort, that requires motivation, that requires activity. So the mind activates, not the soul, not the spirit. In spiritualism, there is no activation. It's just pure silence, where you watch your inner self, your thoughts, as to in what direction it's moving. You need to be alert, you need to be attentive, because when you become alert in silence, your mind becomes aware. And if you are attentive through your mind, then it becomes conscious. So alert and aware enlivens the whole body, mind and soul. And this can be best done in silence. Agreed, life begins with sound, but ends with silence. For in silence, we get maturity, we get contentment, we get tranquility, we get wisdom. Of course, in materiality and in sound, we work for comfort, we work for technology, we work for digitalization, we work for improving our material life, but not to transform and transcend into a better life, no. A peaceful life, no. It is silence or stillness of the mind. I'm not talking about silence in deep sleep. I'm talking about silence, spiritual silence. connected to being alert, attentive, alive and aware by being focused, centralized. Silence is existential and is eternal. It is not like sound appear or disappear. I would say even between two sounds, in that gap between two sounds, there is silence. So silence is everything. And there's nothingness of our universe. Because whatever exists, appear and disappear. What remains existential is silence. It's eternal. It's spaceless. It's timeless. All other existence are limited. All others are limited. And life in this noise gives us a lot of disturbances. So we need both. We need sound for our expansion and silence for our evolvement. I would go and extend my thoughts to such an extent by saying that silence is who you are. Silence is who you are. Why? Because in the finite state of physical life, limited in space and time, who is watching? Who is watching? Your soul is watching in silence. Your body and mind functioning. You are the only living creatures who can watch within your inner thoughts. Plants and animals cannot. So in silence you watch. So silence is that infinite state of yours. Infinite state, eternal. Eternal. Because body and mind appear and disappear. Energy, which is everything. Brahman, which is everything, operates in silence. In its ability and its capacity to vibrate in different frequencies, creating matter and consciousness. So in this ocean of consciousness lies the ocean of awareness. And in this ocean of awareness, it gets awakened only in silence. So energy, we are simply waves of energy in silence. That is what we are. We are waves of energy, condensed into gross energy as body, subtle energy as mind, and core energy as the soul. The body and mind make a lot of noise, but the soul does not. Neither does the spirit contained in the soul. It silently operates. Silently operates. So silence is very close to your beingness. Like awareness is very close to your beingness. Because in the ultimate reality, there is no self. There is no self. Self is purely for the body and the mind to come and go. It's a phenomena coming out from the noumena, the noumenon. The supreme reality, the ultimate reality, the ability of energy, the supreme ability to make the mind aware. So, In body, mind and soul, you are that witnesser. Witnessing through mind, on the witness to the object. Witnesser. And in that witnesser, that is the soul, in that witnesser, you remove this ER in the end. And what you have is the witness. And that is who you are, the witness. In waves of energy, watching its body and mind. Witness. Having no self. Universal energy. Cosmic energy. Performing as the witness, where there is no self to realize the temporary self. The temporary self as given by our sages is a leela, is an illusion, is an optical illusion as given by science. We are all empty space and waves of electromagnetic energy. So silence should not be taken lightly, especially spiritual silence. That is what my subject is all about. To understand the spirit, the role of the spirit, the functioning of the spirit, the perception of the spirit, and the experience of the spirit, which is best done in meditation. That is why meditation is so important. How to become meditatively aware from one moment to the next, existentially while you are in body and mind. To silence your mind to such an extent that you are aware of your own self. So in that know thyself, there's only know, there is no thyself. Thyself means understand that the true self is just pure waves of energy in silence. Thank you for listening. Namaste.